There are so many jobs that you can do that are legal and they don't require license. So while you are preparing for your exam, you can also go ahead and start applying for these jobs. So if you are also coming into the country and you are not a doctor or you are not into the medical field, but you shall just want a job that you can get easily to help you get Canadian experience and at least start from somewhere, I got you. I'll also list those options in this video. Okay, so the first,
can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus?
hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chioma if you're new here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So before I even get into the jobs, right, the first thing you should know is that most companies, they use an AI tool called ATS to screen all the job applications that they receive. So if your CV is not tailored well enough, if it's not up to a Canadian standard, or like it's not in a Canadian CV format, and if you don't make if your CV does not contain some important things, your CV will not even pass through that ATS. And what that means is that your application might never be seen, right? So it is very important that you make sure that for every job you're applying to, you cannot have just one CV and use that to be applying for all the jobs. No, you will not get any callback at all. But if you tailor your CVs according to every job post that you see, you will have a very high chance of being called back. And the most important thing is that you are not just tailoring it, you have to use specific keywords that is in the job description. You have to make sure that there are no much designs. You don't need to put much graphics or more, just simple and straight to the point that are going to help your CV to pass through that AI tool called ATS. Okay, so after you've done that, I know it sounds very difficult to do, especially if you are an IMG applying to different types of job. I mean, it's going to be easier for people who kind of have one particular job role in mind. So you can just tailor your CV just one time, add all these keywords that most of the job postings in that sector or in that field have. I guess that would work for you. But if you are applying for different roles, you have to create CV for all of them, and not just for all of them, you have to modify them according to the job post that you are applying to, right? And so that means a lot of CVs to be created, but that is where Chat GPT comes in. I can't remember doing any of the CV myself, right? I just give it the CV format that I already have and tell it what to do. Prompt it accordingly, and it would give you an excellent result. So for all the times I got a call back, the CVs that I used, I created them using Chat GPT. Okay, so all you need to do, copy the job description, every single thing, paste it on your chat. So prompt it and say, create an ATS optimized Canadian format CV that would most likely land me this job role. It's going to create exactly what you want. You can also say create a cover letter, because most of these jobs, they also ask you to submit a cover letter as well. Sometimes I even submit, even if they don't ask. I just include it and sell myself further. Okay, so now that we have gotten that out of the way, I'm going to now start listing the jobs that are available. I'm going to start with the ones for IMGs, but I'm going to also cover the ones for people that have maybe a business degree, any other degree at all, or people that don't even have degree at all. I'm going to talk about the jobs that entry level roles that you can just apply, that anybody with a head on their neck can actually apply to, right? You just have to tailor your CV accordingly, sell yourself well in your cover letter, and hope for the best. So now let's jump in. The very first role for IMGs is medical office assistant. Now it's not only for doctors alone. If you're a nurse, if you're any medical role at all that requires license and you cannot practice yet, if you're just, you can apply for this. Basically on this role, what you do is that you check vitals, you answer, you take phone calls, you control the flow of the clinic basically. So most clinics like to actually employ IMGs for this role because you already have a medical knowledge, you have you have a well-rounded knowledge of medical terminologies. And the next one is clinical assistant / physician assistant. A lot of them. Some of them will even in the requirements, especially the ones in Ontario, they would add that you should be an IMG. So basically what you are doing in this role is, like the name implies, you are assisting the physician. And I mean, who better to assist the physician than a physician himself or herself? Okay, so just assist in procedures, in maybe collecting pap tests, sample, probably giving injections, chatting, documenting. Those things are the things that you already do in your day-to-day life. Another one that is also very good is a healthcare support worker or a personal support worker, which is called PSW. Right? Most of these things, they also require you to have the certificate, but most companies or most clinics or most of them, they actually would employ you as an IMG. Again, it depends on how you tailor your CV and sell yourself, because you can do all these things. That's one thing I want you to know. There is no, as a doctor, for instance, there is no medical role that you cannot do. That is the first thing you should know, is what they usually refer to as care job. So those ones would include helping the clients or helping the patients, maybe feeding them, cleaning them up. Again, it depends on what you are willing to do. And this personal support worker actually pays very good. So to do that and you don't mind, by all means apply. Most of them would actually give you a call back. Another job you can apply to is a phlebotomist or a medical lab assistant. Like I mentioned earlier, as an IMG, you can do these things. Is it blood that you don't know how to draw? Some of them may require short training and all of that, but it wouldn't be that difficult. The same thing applies for PSW. Sometimes they will still need you to do a certification, which is also what doing, because at the end of the day, the pay is really good. Next one is ER intake assistant or triage support. So what you basically do in this role is that you help nurses with documentation, vitals, and stuff like that. So again, something you can do. Other beautiful roles that you can actually apply for are like health administration roles, which include patient care coordinator. So here you are responsible for bookings and referral. Another one that you can do, and you will see a lot of job adverts, is ward clerk or unit clerk. You handle chats, you handle orders and communications, and making sure that there is easy flow of communication among the team. Another one is medical billing assistant. Another role is health information clerk. Okay, here you're going to be managing patients' records, using EMR systems. You can also explore public health related roles like public health assistant. You can also delve into research jobs and apply for clinical research assistant roles. There are a lot of them. You can also apply for clinical research coordinator roles. These ones pay higher. Just get to manage study protocols. So if you have experience with research at all, just capitalize on it and apply for this role. You can actually explore remote roles or flexible roles, especially if you are actively working on, or you are preparing for your exam. So you need enough time, you need a job that doesn't take a lot from you, and you need enough time to study. You can consider remote roles. These roles include virtual medical assistant, medical scribe. Also search for health content creator roles or medical writer. Another job that I can also apply for is medical scribe roles, because I mean all that you do is to document life medical encounters. So now to the job options for non-medical people. Like, this job are in high demand, and if you have like IT background, social science background, or business background, these are like the perfect job roles for you to apply in the meantime before you land your dream job. So you can do administrative assistant roles, do customer service representative, receptionist role as well. Okay, IMGs, you can also apply for this one as well, because I mean it's open to everybody. You can also do data entry clerk, tech and digital jobs. Some of the roles that don't really require experience include IT support technician, and do short courses on them, and then there are mainly on the job training available, and do social media virtual assistants, digital marketing assistant jobs. For community and social services roles, you can apply for community support worker. You support seniors and youth, and like immigrants or like people in shelters. Also do settlement worker assistant role, basically helping newcomers adjust into their new environment. So for people that need quick income and need to start like settling in fast, you can do warehouse associate in like big companies like Walmart, Amazon. Also be a delivery driver for like Uber, Skip, or DoorDash. Even work as a like security guard. I had someone that told me about this and that it pays well. It would require maybe a short training, and you guys, many newcomers start here. So what you should note in like searching for job is that it can take time. For some people it's very fast, for some people it takes a lot of effort. Some people say that you should submit minimum 10 applications a day and just hope for the best. So how to choose the right path for you is basically asking yourself few questions. Do I want something related to my profession? Do I want quick income? Do I need flexible hours for my exam or for childcare? Am I okay starting small and moving up from there? Am I okay with care jobs? Am I okay with caring for elderly people, assisting them? Like, what are you okay with? What can you do? How far can you go? Right? One thing in this country is that there is dignity in labor. Any job you do, you will be proud of it. It will pay you. At least you'll be able to, take care of yourself and your immediate needs. But you have to have a long-term goal. How long should I stay in this job? You don't want to come here and get carried away with your job because it is paying you well enough to take care of yourself and send money home, and you feel like, okay, you want to make sure that you have your plan set in place so that you are not stuck at a what do they call them? You are not stuck at a survival job or at a job for a long time. You don't want to now get a job that pays your bills and makes you comfortable and you forget your long-term goal, right? So these are the things to put in place. Do I need a full-time job now, or do I need a part-time job now? Just ask yourself this and factor this into your job search. So that brings us to the end of this video. This video has been one of the most anticipated videos on this channel, and you guys have asked a lot of questions on this topic, and I just thought to get cute, sit down and explain these things in details for you guys, and I hope it did answer your questions. Let me know what you think, and like you already know, if you don't have anything to say, just drop me a heart in the comment section. It lets me know that you indeed appreciate my efforts. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.